So this is the EAD10 from Yamaha. It's quite possibly their coolest innovation to date. It was a hit at the NAMM show. A lot of people freaking out over this thing. As a matter of fact, I think it won Best in Show. This is an electronic acoustic trigger slash microphone. It's the first I've ever seen something like this of its kind. It's super cool. I'm going to tell you why you may or may not want to buy one. So the EAD10, like I said, is an electronic slash acoustic unit. And this, as far as I know, is pretty new technology. And you know, these days you wouldn't think with so much stuff on the market now that you would actually find something that's never really quite been done before. Well, this is it. So inside here, there are a couple of microphones. So this thing acts as a mic, and it's also a trigger. So what you get when you pick one of these up, you get the mic. Looks just like this. It's really simple to attach. It attaches to your bass drum hoop right there. So all it is you just slip it on and it's one screw, boom, attaches to your hoop. Two cables. It comes with the module. It attaches right into the module, into two inputs in the back, and then you can literally start playing within seconds. This unit comes with over 700 drum sounds. It comes with 250 what's called scenes, or presets that you can go through. If you haven't seen my top 10 playlist of the what I consider the coolest presets, make sure you check that out. Just plug in a set of headphones, and then you can start going through the scenes right away. With each one of the scenes, they are customizable. There are 3 knobs on the front here: reverb, effect, and trigger. So you pick a scene, you start playing it, and you can adjust different things on that particular scene. The module itself is super easy to use. Like I said, you have the 3 knobs there. You have the master, your master volume here, your audio and your click. You're going to need that to hear the internal click, and also the audio if you're listening to music. The scene knob, this is how you scroll through the scenes and stuff. Plus and minus buttons, that has to do with the display, of course, to scroll through different things on the screen. And yeah, menu, recorder, exit, all that stuff. It's pretty easy to figure out. Now the first thing you're going to notice, as soon as you get a good set of headphones in, preferably some good isolation headphones, as soon as you put the phones on and start playing this thing, your face is going to light up. No joke. This thing is ridiculously cool. Your drums will instantly sound like they've never sounded before, especially in your house. As with anything else, you know what I mean? There's some scenes that you're gonna love, and then there are others that you're gonna hit them, you're gonna dig them, but you're gonna be like, I'm never gonna use this. Kind of like the dog bark sample on a keyboard. It's that kind of thing. But the one thing that I really, really love about this is how cool your kit sounds when you're practicing. So it's totally going to amp up your practice time. It might even lengthen it because you're just going to love hitting your drums just because of how they sound in your headphones. Your drums will have these really cool effects on them that you would just never get otherwise anywhere else unless you were in a studio or on a sound stage or something like that. But man, it makes a big difference when your kit sounds great while you're practicing. So you get these big cavernous reverbs that sound really cool, compressors, delays, all of that stuff right out of this unit. And all you have to do is plug your headphones in it and start playing. It's actually really cool for visualization. Like if you want to sort of imagine yourself playing in a giant arena, no joke, man, this thing will sound like you're on a huge stage in some arena, and it'll just inspire you to play your kit differently. It's really cool. The EAD10 module allows you to record yourself straight into the module, which is great. You get 90 seconds, so you get a minute and a half right on board. So this is great if you're working on a lick. You can play it, record it, listen back to it. You can listen to how sloppy it is, what you need to fix, whatever, and just keep sort of working on that lick. So 90 seconds is plenty to just work on things like that. Listen to your grooves and all that kind of thing. So that's cool. But you also have the option to use a stick. If you got a USB stick, you can plug it in the back. That'll give you 30 minutes of recording time. So that's great for, just recording extended practicing, playing, whatever. Or if you're recording yourself playing along to music inside the module, it's good for that too. But the huge strength in the practicing aspect of this thing is in the app that it comes with. You can download an app, it's free, called Rec and Share, or Record and Share. And there are features in this app that are great for practicing. And even the app itself is really easy to use. So the Record and Share app gives you a really cool experience when you're practicing along to music. And the way they designed it is actually pretty brilliant. It's connected directly to iTunes or Dropbox. You can actually import songs from Dropbox as well. But the cool stuff is what it does to the song once it's in there. There's a lot of things that you can do with it once it happens. So all you got to do is import a song right from iTunes, if you got a song in your iTunes library. And then what it'll do, scans through the whole song, and it automatically adds a click to the song, and it also gives you a count in. So you get like a 2-bar count in, and then, click is added to your song, and you can start playing along to it, which, the first time you do it, you're going to be like, how does it know? How does it do this? This is really cool. You can also manipulate the song while it's in there. You can speed it up or slow it down without affecting the pitch, which is great, right? So if you're working on a particular section or something and you need to slow it down, you can slow it right down, figure out the lick or whatever, hear what's going on, and then work on the lick. This particular thing is also made easier because you can loop any section you want with the push of a button. So if there's a fill in the bridge that you want to pick up or learn, you just tap it at the front of that section, tap it again at the end of that section, and it'll automatically line it up between the clicks so you get a clean loop of that section. So you can hear what's going on in there, you can play it nice and slow, figure out the lick, stuff like that. It's brilliant stuff for practicing. If you have a drum recording studio in your house, or any kind of production studio where you have a set of drums in there. The EAD10 is actually quite cool for home recording because when you think about it, it's a microphone, right? This thing is almost like a customizable room mic when you think about it. If you want to start layering different effects onto your drum tracks while you're tracking and have that option on a separate channel with your mix, you have that. And I think that's a cool tool to have. I've been using it here. If you've seen my top 10 videos, all of those, the drums in those videos are layered. So you hear the mics, it's just a simple setup. I got 2 overheads, I got a snare mic and a kick, and I also have the EAD10 recorded on a separate channel, and you just kind of mix the whole thing together to just make your drums sound that much bigger. So if you have a home drum studio, this is a cool application for that. I would even consider using this like when I'm doing online sessions and stuff, just to give them the extra option. You just give them that on a separate channel. They don't have to use it. You know what I mean? It's not going to affect anything else in the mix, but it's just a cool sort of addition to add to your drum sound. This is also a really cool tool if you want to record your own live drum loops. Another great application, right? Because you can throw on one of the scenes, maybe something with a nice heavy kick with some like a bass sound under it or something like electronic bass sound under it, or whatever else. And if you want to just start laying down some nice thick drum loops for sampling later, you know what I mean? Like if you want to sample certain sections and then, you know, record them or import them into, if you have a DTX multi-pad set or, you know, Roland SPDX or whatever, you can sort of lay down your own live drum loops, sample the sections later, and then trigger them from your pads, which I think is a really cool idea. So you can lay down some super hot drum loops specifically for your own band's original music and then just trigger them later on a pad or something. So yeah, man, the recording aspect of using this thing, very cool. There are 2 different ways that you can connect the EAD module to your DAW or your computer. I'm using the audio out. I just have a single mono out because I just happen to only have one cable line around to do it. But you can go mono or stereo, obviously left and right if you want to do that for stereo effects and stuff, of course. But yeah, I'm just going single audio out into one of the line ins on my interface here. But you can also hook it up directly to your computer or your laptop via USB and record directly into your laptop. So they make it really easy to be able to record your performances onto your computer. YouTubers, drum coverers, where y'all at? Put your hands up. This is for you. This app, the Record and Share app, makes it super easy to share your recorded performances to social media. It's really easy to use. You have to get a Lightning to USB connector, and then you can plug right into the unit. And the Record and Share app, which is, I think, the main purpose for the app, allows you to just hook this thing up, put it on a stand or something, You can give yourself a countdown, and you can mix. You can record the video. The video comes from your phone. The audio comes from here, and you can record your drum performances right on your phone. Set it right there, and then as soon as it's done, you can sort of mix the levels. You can mix your kit versus the audio, and then save it. Send it right to YouTube or whatever else, wherever else you want to send it. It makes it really easy to do. So that's my take on the EAD10. You can sort of make your own decision based on everything I just told you. This is $5.99 up here in Canada. I suggest you just go out and try one out. If you feel that you can get the use out of it that you want, I think it's totally worth the dough. So yeah, man, go out there, try one out. You might dig it. It's a hot ticket right now, and I think you're actually going to like it.